Analyse your FPL season with the most comprehensive artificial intelligence tools only on fantasyfootballfix.com. Compare your statistics against the elite managers in the game using 10 unique tools combined with Opta data. Check fantasyfootballfix.com pre-season now and review your season data using the most powerful artificial intelligence platform. Click the link below or head over to fantasyfootballfix.com/preseason for analysis on your 2018-19 season. What's up guys and welcome to FPL Today. I'm the man in the know, JNO, and welcome to our look at Sheffield United's midfielders for the Fantasy Premier League 2019-20 season. Now this series is hopefully going to give you some insight into the promoted sides and which players could fit into your Fantasy Premier League teams. So if you want to go and look at this data yourself, do go and check fantasyfootballfix.com, who have a pre-season pack out now and are the only site I know of that have this data on the newly promoted sides available for you to analyse yourself. Also quickly before we get into the video, I would like to thank everyone that got involved on the Liverpool transfer targets video. We've got a bunch of new subscribers from that video. We will be doing Manchester City next, so do stay tuned for that. Also, I'm only covering the midfielders for Sheffield United, as FPL Nymphoria will be covering the forwards and defenders. The link to her channel will be in the description down below, and let's get on with this video. So I was actually pleasantly surprised with the options in Sheffield United's midfield that showed some promise for the Fantasy Premier League season. We've got 3 midfielders to look at today, and they all come in at an estimated price of around 5.5 million or lower, 2 of which come in at under 5 million. We're going to start off with Oliver Norwood coming in at £5 million. He managed to get 3 goals and 9 assists in their championship promotion season, also getting 57 shots on goal. Now, a lot of these shots came from distance, only 4 coming from inside the box and only 11 being on target. So goals may not be something he comes across much in the Premier League. However, his expected goals was at 3.44, which means he underperformed his expected goals, but his chances created, and his big chances created, which really draw the eye, as he managed to get 97 chances created and 10 big chances created. If we go over to fantasyfootballfix.com, we can see that his heat map displays the fact that he doesn't have much in-box threat, as we can only really see 1 chance that he did score coming from inside the box. If we have a deeper dive into his stats as well, if we look at his distribution stats, 2,957 passes made, pass completion rate of 82.9% with 3,670 touches, 16 crosses, 194 corners taken, and 14 free kicks, which could be useful for us to take into account. And then of course you've got the radars, which show his goal threat is not that great, and it's assists where it really comes into play for Oliver Norwood. The next player we look at is John Fleck, also estimated at £5 million. He managed to get 2 goals and 11 assists, another midfielder that looks like he could get the majority of his points from assists. He had 50 shots on goal, 15 from inside the box, slightly better than Norwood, with 50 on target. His expected goals was actually 1.94, however, which shows that expected goals was higher for Norwood, and he created 69 chances with 13 big chances created, which is interesting to compare to Norwood, as Norwood had more chances created but had less big chances created. Again, if we look at the heat map, we can see that he doesn't have that much action inside the box, which is something we ideally want from our midfielders, although when they come in at this cheaper price, it is acceptable that they don't have that. Again, the radars show that attacking threat is pretty leaning towards assists. And if we have a look at the distribution stats, we can also see that his numbers are probably less than that of Oliver Norwood's overall. And then finally we move on to Mark Duffy, who comes in at 5.5 million estimated price. He got 6 goals, higher than the other 2 midfielders, and only 8 assists, which is of course lower. But overall, I think when looking at midfielders, goals are of course more important, and 6 goals and 8 assists is a decent number for a £5.5 million midfielder, although there could be better options in the FPL game when it is released. He had 36 shots, but 20 of them came from inside the box, 19 of which were on target. Expected goals was 2.51, so the fact he went and got 6 goals shows how clinical he can potentially be. And he created 48 chances for his teammates with 9 big chances, which isn't too far behind Norwood and Fleck. If we go back to Fantasy Football Fix and have a look at his heat map, we can see that he has a bit more action inside the box, but it's not any massive amount of numbers compared to some attacking midfielders we know in the Premier League. We can also see his average attacking radar also leans towards assists, which could potentially mean that the goals will dry up in the Premier League when he comes up against better defences. Again, his distribution stats don't compare to Norwood's, so really if he does come in at 0.5 million more expensive, he may not be that viable an option. But if he comes in at the same price as Norwood and Fleck, he looks to offer more goal threat, which could be very important in the Fantasy Premier League season. Anyway guys, hopefully you have enjoyed this short video looking at the Sheffield United midfielders that could have an effect on our Fantasy Premier League season next season. If you have enjoyed this video, please do hit that like button, subscribe to the channel and hit that notification bell so you know when my videos go live. Also do go check out Fantasy Football Fix's pre-season pack if you want to start preparing for the Fantasy Premier League right now. And do check out them Freers videos on all 3 of the promoted sides and the players that I have not covered. With all that being said, I've been JNO, this has been FPL Today, and remember, it's all about the game. And that washing, I will sort it out, but it is clean. I just want to say that. It's clean washing. We just haven't put it away yet. I haven't put it away for a while. But I'll sort it, I promise.